last night at the council meeting, there was a comment. You should have got out of the car and effected an arrest. Oh, okay. All right. Let me put my cape on too and make sure that I'm bulletproof. Like, there's all kinds of policies. What's the lawful objective?
Sean Willoughby with the Albuquerque Police Union disappointed with questions raised at Wednesday's City Council meeting.
And it's so concerning and disappointing, and it almost feels disingenuous for two former police officers that are sitting on council not to give the benefit of the doubt to how fast things happen in this profession.
APD's Fleet Review Board determining a crash involving Albuquerque Police Chief Medina was non-preventable.
If the chief would have made a police action and executed his police powers and made an arrest immediately, we would not have a traffic accident. We would not have an investigation. How can you say that this is not preventable?
The decision more than a month after the crash at the meeting.
But how could you, I guess, assure us or assure the public or assure us tonight that that those findings will be non-biased?
That's a fair question. We do answer, my side of the department answers through the mayor's office.
How many are sworn officers?
There were there were 4 sworn officers and 1 civilian personnel.
Police telling us Medina was fleeing from gunfire while checking on a homeless encampment just north of Central.
And what the Accident Review Board is paying attention to is the administrative policies of the department. And the administrative policies dictating preventable and non-preventable accidents have a caveat in them to say if there is a mishap and you're trying to avoid the mishap, they don't consider that accident preventable. From a traffic code standpoint, he's at fault for the accident. He ran a red light, right? He could have been running code. He could have been in an emergency vehicle. He ran a red light. He collided with the vehicle.
Willoughby goes on to say the urgent need for public transparency hinders things.
It's a part of public record. You can IPRA it. How much more transparent? You're 11 years into a consent decree. We've been monitored by the DOJ, but now, because of the politics, we're not competent enough to do a traffic investigation? Are you kidding me?